I think this larger than life experience is so common that it becomes the norm. And that if you're not living by some huge dream, some huge fantasy delusion that we create to propel us through our lives, then we're seen as sorely lacking. And I've even heard a term, endowed with something less than holiness. Well, imagine someone who's integrated their dark aspects and they realize they're not the shiznit of the shiznit, and they don't need to be, and they don't need to place endeavors in front of themselves that challenge them and force them to be bigger and better than they really are, or to cover up those dark aspects, because that's very common. Where we have a dark aspect that we do not want to integrate, and so we cover it up with light aspects. Well, look at me, I can do this, I can do that, I can do the other. And for me, in order to retain my stability, and this is challenged, this is brought about because of my pain. I have to moderate my pain, because my pain cripples me at times. I have these tremendous flare-ups, and I want to keep moving. And the reason why I want to keep moving is because there's this image in my head of this guy that keeps moving. He's still able to walk. And he wasn't always there. There were days when I didn't know if that, I wondered if that guy had left. So, crawled away. So I meet a lot of gentlemen out there that are my age that are confronting situations that my elders have lived far past. That most of my elders, not all of them. And integrated. They've, been beaten down to the point of where, well, I've got to integrate this if I'm going to keep going. I've got to be more whole. And the younger guys are, they're still questioning. I love that questioning attitude. No, there could be something else, something more. Still being in the limelight, becoming a big individual, stepping on to the stage of life, and being needed by others to be that big shot. Those are influences that we all have to contend with ourselves. And I'm really not into it. Not into being the big shot. I have a friend tell me, he's all, you may be a cardinal sign because I'm a Cancer, but you're the second in command. You're not the first in command. And I respect that there's a lot of pressure and tension of being the big man. However, I look at it in the way that if I was in charge of a small clan of people, I would want those people not to be needy on a big shot, but to understand that they have to carry their own and not be led by something that's bigger than life. That thing that's bigger than life doesn't cease to exist for me. It's just within me, but it's mixed both of the dark and the light. So I only have a partial rendition at any given moment of that big shot. And that I find it's such a natural phenomena to want to take charge, that there are certain individuals in my life that try to antagonize me so that I will become something greater. And I look at this as them having an inner fight within themselves and then projecting that outward. I don't take that on personally, because I have enough struggle. I don't need any more outside of me. I really don't. There's enough going on inside of me that I'm satisfied with what I've got to do, what I've got to live, that I don't need to have others project their demands onto me to fill me up, and I don't need to project my stuff onto others so that I get what I want. But I understand this isn't a common view. It's nice to talk about, but when it comes to what we see in the world, it's not too common. And, you know, in a way I protect myself from those antagonists by simply hiding in plain sight.